Okay, here we have the Transformers Mighty Mugs, Wave 1 and 2, minus Bumblebee. Now I haven't gotten Bumblebee, well, because I don't want to spend the same amount of money I'd be spending for all these guys just to buy 3/4 of a Mighty Mug. Because as you've seen in some of the pictures and video reviews, Bumblebee's a little bit short. Just his legs have been chopped off, and a little bit, half of his legs have been chopped off, and well, I'm growing a little bit tired of the G1 Bumblebee right now, so no plans of getting the Mighty Mugs Bumblebee. Okay, here, as you can see, obviously, we have Megatron, Optimus Prime, Starscream in the middle, and on the flanks, Soundwave and Grimlock. Now, I have said in the past in some of my videos that I have not been quite impressed with the way these Mighty Mugs were done based on the pictures. I've always thought that they had very non-unique silhouettes. I mean, all their silhouettes are the same, and it's just a different paint, and I felt they lacked a little bit of character in them, and I quickly judged and dismissed these figures. But once they hit the shelves out here in Manila, I was pleasantly surprised at how they turned out. Up close and personal, when you hold them in package, they are actually very good, and sometimes I'm even thinking that they look better inside the package. But I will be displaying these figures outside the package, and unlike the GI Joes, I think the GI Joe Wave 2 Mighty Mugs are still the best Mighty Mugs out there with the best paint job. These are a close second. I'm actually very impressed with the way Hasbro has done the Transformers Mighty Mugs. A lot better than the Marvel Mighty Mugs. Okay, so why don't we just take a look at them one at a time, and you be the judge if you want to get them. But I have to admit, I have been bitten by the Mighty Mugs bug, and I am just hooked on these guys. I am not a completist. I don't need to buy all the Mighty Mugs. I just pick out the Mighty Mugs that I think are just awesome and neat and have great paint jobs. And again, as I said, just pick a character that you absolutely like. Now, there's 6 of these guys, and I just like 5 of them. So, okay, let's start with my least favorite among these guys. I mean, Megatron. He's my least favorite character, and, well, he's my least favorite Mighty Mug as well. He's not a terrible figure. He's not a terrible Mighty Mug. I'll give you that. It's just that among the 5 that I've gotten, he is the one that I least like. But I still like him. I mean, part of the reason I don't like him is I wish they would have put a helmet on him just to differentiate his head instead of being like a chrome dome. It looks like Destro at some angles, but it's still a good figure. He does come with his G1 gun, which is the scope of his alt mode. It's a scope for his gun alt mode. So it does tab on to his arm. It is removable, and just like in G1, and you could make him hold it, but Megatron doesn't really hold his gun. The fusion cannon is just usually on his right hand, right like that. Very nice indeed. Big tip on picking out Mighty Mugs, as I've learned the hard way, is check out the paint quality, smudges, scratches, imperfections as you pick them. Don't just pick it up, okay? Because the lifeblood of these toys are in the paint job. So like this one, I picked out the best Decepticon symbol, and it was worth it. Okay, the best part of the Mighty Mugs, the Transformers Mighty Mugs, is a lot of them have shiny paint. For instance, Megatron, his feet and hips and hands are shiny because when he transforms to a gun, these are the shiny bits. And just a quick 360 of this figure, you get to see a lot of the features of the toy, of the actual Megatron painted on this Mighty Mug. For instance, the muzzle of the gun. the barrel of the gun, sorry, is right there. Some details on his arm, even the chest, he's gotten painted a lot of the details, so very nice indeed. Okay, let's go, next we'll go to, oh, let's do Optimus Prime, since, you know, they're arch rivals anyway. Okay, Optimus. This is probably the most favorite Mighty Mug out here in Manila. This guy was the first to go out. I don't know why, but well, he's Optimus Prime, right? And the paint job on this guy, the color combination is just superb. I'm really quite amazed at how Hasbro did this. They were spot on with this figure. I mean, including all the details, even the gun, very G1 gun. Autobot symbols, well, it should have been only one, but I'm glad they made it two. The grill, hips, even the wheels have been painted on his legs. And the back part, I mean, the actual classics figure or G1 figure does have this bit in bot mode, and they painted it on Optimus Prime. Even the screw bits right here on his head, it's just so accurate to the G1, and I'm very impressed. Took me a while to find him because a lot of people are picking him up, but now all the shelves have restocked, so you can get him anywhere now. But with the first delivery, I had to scout for him. Okay, so that's Optimus Prime. Next we'll go to, oh, let's do Grimlock first. Wonderful, wonderful figure. I wish they would have given him also a gun, but that would be using too much plastic. They've given him his flame sword, well, animated at least. And the shiny bits on him are his chest, hips, and oh, and his visor. Just wonderful. I think this guy is probably in my opinion, the second best paint job in this whole Mighty Mugs line. I mean, just look at him, all these shiny bits. And his sword, they couldn't have made it better. I mean, they made it huge and fat, and it just fits the Mighty Mug motif. Okay, just a quick view of his detail. I mean, 360, you get to see his Dinobot head when he transformed to bot mode, the neck, the wings, even the toes of the dinosaur are on his arms. Just amazing detail. And I like the way the Autobot symbol is painted in dark red, contrasting the gold. Just wonderful, wonderful Grimlock. Yeah, okay. Next, Soundwave. The shiny bits on him are just on his chest, the cassette tape, the cassette door. It even has that painted ejection button that opens a cassette. Visor. When you're picking out a Soundwave figure, better check out the Decepticon symbol and his visor. Those are where the imperfections usually happen. He does come with his battery / gun. Very nice. You can see the cassette rollers there. I mean, for those of you who do know what a cassette is. You can even see a screw on the back of his head, just like in the toy. The toy had a screw, a big gaping screw in the back, and they painted on it. Very nice. Just like in the Grimlock, very quickly, you can see screws on his shoulders right there. Just tremendous amount of detail on these figures. I'm very impressed. And finally, my favorite among all these Mighty Mugs Transformers is Starscream. I'm not a big Starscream fan, but the Mighty Mugs toy for Starscream is just amazing. Well, mine has a little bit of an imperfections right here, but it's a small thing. It's no big deal. He doesn't come with null rays. The null rays as a weapon. The null rays are painted on his arms. It's okay. I mean, they replace the accessory that he came with are the wings, and I would gladly have the wings over the null rays anytime. I mean, just imagine if they painted the wings on this guy. It would have been horrible, but they made it. I mean, he is probably the most unique figure among all Mighty Mugs, because he's probably the only one with slots on his side, because everybody has either a cape or a helmet, and he has wings. So even how authentic is, I mean, how accurate is that inverted Decepticon symbol? Because in jet mode, that's how it looks like. So just amazing, an amazing figure. Even his side panels on his head, the paint job on him is just amazing. Probably the best, in my opinion, among all of these Mighty Mugs Transformers. Okay, one last view of them. Transformers, Mighty Mugs, waves 1 and 2.